Hello, everyone. Today is Friday, October 20th, 2023. I noticed that a few new people have joined the group, so thought I would go from scratch how I set up my charts and then go into a filter, a manual filter as to how I pick my pairs, and then basically go through a couple of trades. Okay, so this is the basic chart. And if I go to properties, this can be any pair, doesn't matter. And this is the way I have set up my colors. So basically the bearish bars are red, the bullish bars are blue, and the dojis are the medium orchid. Background is black, as you can see. Foreground is white, and my grid is white, and just grid is white just to show these arrows, the scrolls. And then if I go to the common, I have the chart shift, which is basically this. I have the chart auto scroll, and this can be any of these. I show period separators, which is this. We are on an H4 chart, so this is a week. And that's it. So that's the chart. Okay, so what do I do now? I mean, my two basic, very basic indicators are the moving averages. So let's go and add the moving average. So trend, moving average. First one I want to add is the 5 moving average exponential on the close on every time frame. And you can color it any way you want. I have it as a thick, and there it is. Okay. And the next one I want to add is the 12. And since I already have a red color here, I'm going to use a magenta, or you can use cyan or any other color you want. Okay. And there it is. So what do the 5 and 12 show me? The 5 crossing the 12 with a slope on the 5, right? And hopefully a slope on the 12 indicates a downtrend. If it's flat like this or close together, there is no trend. So as we go through finding a trade, we will take a look at the time frame, the highest time frame that I use, the daily, and we go through the pairs and look at the daily time frame to see if there is a slope one way or the other. Okay, I'm going to add one more indicator, and that's the symbol selector. And what is it called in this one? One chart. The one chart symbol changer indicator. And I'll make that an 18 just for myself. And add that, and here it is. So this gives me all the symbols I have on my market watch. Now I can quickly go through the pairs and look, okay? So the first thing we do is find a pair to trade, right? So let's say for this week, we are coming in here, and I'll just mark a vertical over there. That's mainly for the daily, because the daily won't have a weekly, it'll have a monthly separator. And we go through the pairs. So we go through the daily first. I say, oh, daily is a short. Now I want the 4-hour to match that, and the 4-hour is matching over here, right? Or it's basically a slope. Then we look at the 1 hour. And the 1 hour is kind of in a slope, right? And 15-minute. 15-minute is in a slope, is starting to form a slope. And then, 30-minute, the 15-minute is in a slope, or it's not crossed over yet, so there's no entry. But you get the idea. The idea is for the daily and the 4-hour to match in slope first. That's the first filter. And then we walk down the time frames for the pairs that we pick to trade, and we look for an entry on the 15 or the 5. Okay? So let's go through the pairs one by one. Aussie CAD. Aussie CAD is a short. And H4 is a short. So let me just keep track of this. I will keep it on a spreadsheet, and I'll share the spreadsheet as we go along. Okay, spreadsheet. Put pair on that. And the daily, and we could put there. Okay, so the first pair was the Aussie CAD. And that's A, E to D, C to D. A to the sell, O to the sell. Okay. Aussie Swiss, daily to the sell, H4 to the sell. Okay. Oh, by the way, this is done at 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, I should actually move my bar over 2 bars, and that will give me the correct implication. So for the next day, basically, I'm looking at the 9 p.m., which is that bar. Okay, so let's look at the Aussie CAD and that. And so the daily is short, but the H4 is not. So, and that's because you don't want to do it at 5 p.m. spreads, and it's all wacky all over the place, right? And we're trying to find a trend for the next day. Okay, or in this case, hopefully a trend for the week. Because once you find a trend and you want to do a pair based on these 2 parameters, you can follow that pair for the week. If the daily doesn't change and the H4 does during the week, then you just wait for the H4 to come back into sync or pick another pair. Either way. Okay. So Aussie Swiss, short on the daily, and no on the week, on the 4-hour. Aussie New Zealand is a buy, and it's not set on the daily. So AUD, if it's not set on the daily, we just keep going, right? We don't need to go any further. Aussie Yen. Let's go back. Yeah, see, there is no cross here, so this is in no man's land, so it's in no set. Aussie Yen is flat. You can see the 12 is flat. And so Aussie Yen is not a pair that we need to look at this week or the next day. The Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is also flat. But this could have been going down based on starting all the way over here. So let's say we started out as a sell. And look at H4. And H4 also start up with a sell. Okay, take that pair. CAD Swiss daily. No. Okay. CAD Yen. JPY. Look at that CAD yen. CAD yen is bullish on the daily. 4 hour hasn't crossed yet. So move on from this pair. Swiss yen. Is a buy on the daily, on 4 hour, and daily the buy. So this is a possible pair. Then you go to Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie is a buy. The daily, 4 hours. And 4 hours not, right? So it's not in sync. And you look at the Euro CAD. Sell on 4 hour. And daily's not set. So, oh, you are CHF. You are CHF. That's a sell on the daily. And the 4 hour could have been a sell. Okay. Euro GBP. You can do this very quickly. I'm going slowly because I'm doing it with you, but Euro GBP daily's not set. Okay. Euro yen. If it's not clear, I'll just expand this a little bit. Look at the Euro GBP. You can see the crossover hasn't happened, right? So Euro JPY, that's bullish. That's a buy. The daily, 4 hour. Okay. Euro NZD. Daily is bullish. Oh, it's a good one. It's just starting up. And 4 hour. 4 hour is bullish, but it's not in sync. So we have to wait on this one. But this is a good one. And you may want to make a note that the daily DIY is just out. So even if it's not set right now, it may be something to keep an eye on. Okay. Let's look at euro dollar. The daily is flat, so there's nothing there. Okay, and pound Aussie. Pound Aussie is buy. And 4 hour, 4 hours. Yeah, so there's no trade here. D, C, D. Look at the 4 hour, I mean the daily's no trend. Okay, so keep going. UBP, CHF. And that's the sell. You look at the 4 hour. 4 hour has no trend. I look at the daily again. Daily is wide open. So it's probably was pinching a little bit here when you came to it anyway. Pound yen, no. So GBP, still trade. Pound NZD. So NZD pairs is just starting up. Okay, and H4. No, it's not set yet. Pound dollar, favorite pair. Daily is flat. So this is not a trade. Okay, NZD CAD is a sell. Now you can see the Euro NZD and the Pound NZD were a buy. That means the NZD was weak. So you expect all these NZD pairs to be a sell. Now, which one is going to set up on the H4 to match the daily is the question. That's not set on this one. So NZD CHF would be probably the same situation. Yeah. Basically, NZD we are waiting on. Okay. This one is just starting out. So NZD yen, also a good trade, just starting out. So this one you can follow for the week is what I meant by it's starting out. And NZD dollar, also a sell. And this is a day from crossing, so it's also a good pair. USD CAD. USD CAD is no trend. USD Swiss. USD Swiss is a sell. USD yen, buy. Let's go back to USD Swiss at the 4 hour. Four hours flattening out, so there's no trade. Again, no trade. And the last one we look at is gold on the daily. That's bullish. Okay. It's on the 4 hour. The 4 hours not set. So I'm going to switch the share and put it on my spreadsheet. And you can see this is what we came up with, right? So you can go back to these three, the Aussie dollar, and I put it over here. USD. And I put it on my chart is what I meant. You can see in a minute. Swiss yen, JPY, and this is the pairs that both the daily and the 4 hour matched on the first day, and then the Euro Swiss. And I put the ones where the daily is also set properly. It's just starting out. It will be the Euro NZD. Pound NZD. I know some people don't trade the NZD pairs because of the high spread. But you'll see the spread doesn't matter when you do this. And we have the NZDY and the NZD-USD. NZD-Y and NZD-USD. So these are the pairs that we will follow for the week. So the daily is in good shape. Okay, so we'll change the share again, bring it to my screen. And as you can see, these are the 7 pairs that we deciphered, right? So now, the first thing you need to do is look at the H1 and see which one of these is in sync already, right? So what I'm going to do on the H1, I'm going to squish it a little bit, is move it to the Euro Open, which would be 9 a.m. My platform time. So 8, 9, right there, right there. Okay, this is on Monday, and I'm looking at this. I'm going Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is bullish, right? It's open. It's not a fresh cross where it's open. So that's a trade we could consider. And if we drop it down to the 5-minute chart, we can get an entry. And there's the entry. Okay. So if we take an entry on this, stop loss is the previous swing point, would be down here. And that's a 11 pip stop loss. And it didn't go anywhere, got hit. We are back on the H1 when we follow the trades, got hit. So that's an 11 pip loss. So let's note that. Okay. Next one is the CHF JPY. Get rid of those horizontal lines. Give me a second. So CHF JPY at 9 a.m. Platform time is not set. So we move on. Euro Swiss. Euro Swiss is crossing over. Go to the 5-minute. And let's say we set our entry over here. Stop loss to the swing point, so here. That's 10 pip stop loss. Go back to the H1, and the exit is here. And that's 8 pips. Okay. And not turning out to be a very good day, is it? All right, Euro NZD. Euro NZD, the H1 has not crossed over, so it's not set yet. Pound NZD. Same thing. NZD JPY. We are supposed to be going short on this, and there is no trade. Why are we going short? Because the NZD is weak, NZD dollar, no trade. Okay. So first day, we're down 3 pips. Ooh. All right, come in the next day. There you go. That's the euro. And go down the list again. Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is bullish. Are we going long? Yes, we are. Look at the 5-minute. There's a fresh cross over here. The line's in. Back to the H1. And we get taken out. -7. Okay. All right. Next one. Swiss yen. Swiss yen. So when you're trying to go long, the 1 hour is not set. No trade there. Euro Swiss. Euro Swiss has crossed over. I should have noted down whether it's buy or sell. So Euro Swiss, we're trying to go short, and there's no trade. Euro NZD. Oh, it's finally set up to go long. Go to the 5-minute. Take our first trade. Would be here. That's the crossover. And with the positive bar, here's a swing point. And this is a 20 pip stop loss. Go to H1. And our trade lasted to here. That's 47 pips. Zero. No, 47. Okay. Moving out here. I'm just going through trades that we looked at the beginning of the week and just following those pairs. Obviously, every day, if you do this cycle, you'll find a new set of pairs to trade. Okay. Just doing this for illustration. All right. Okay. Okay, so pound NZD. It's not good. NZD JPY going short. That's it. So our fresh cross is here. Take a short here. Swing over here. Go to the H1. And this one was a spike, but let's not take the spike. Suppose 20 pips. Why is this being stubborn? Okay. So that's better to look at is the NZD dollar on the H1. It's also short, which is good. 5 minute. And we need a fresh cross, which happens here. Almost got taken out. That's the 7 pip stop loss. Let's just take a 10 pip stop loss. And the trade is here. Let's take a -4 on that. And I'm doing this as a passive trader, okay? I'm just looking at it every hour. Not looking at the interim setups. All right. So far, we are 67, 75, 64, and 61 pips up for the week, okay? So now we come to the next day. This is right there. And we start over again. Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, we're looking to sell. It's not set up. And next one is Swiss yen. We're looking to buy, and that is set up. So we go to 5 minute. And we get a trade immediately. So trade, go to the H1, and you get taken out, right? -9. Great. Nothing is working out. 0, -9. Okay. A very good day. All right. Wait. Let's look at Euro Swiss. Again, trying to go short. This is set up. Go to the 5 minute. Looking for a fresh cross, which happens here. And I'm only taking one trade at a time. You can obviously, follow the pairs. Do whatever you need, get taken out. And this 7 pip loss. Zero. Zero. And 7. Okay. And we look at Euro NZD. The Kiwi pairs are the most interesting ones this week. Look at H1. H1 is still not set up. All right. Pound NZD. Pound NZD. No. NZD yen. Trying to look for a short. No. NZD dollar. No. As you can see, if you're patient with it, you can obviously get a trade. And this would be just before the US Open or right at the US Open, and you would be able to get 34 pips. But we're not looking at that, right? All right, so next day. All right, here. Aussie dollar, looking for a short. This is set up short. So we go to 5 minute. And here's the trade. Get 3 pips out of it. Nothing exciting so far. Yeah. All right, and next one, the Swiss yen. We're looking for a long on that one. It's not set up. Of course, it's set up in the US session. Euro Swiss. Euro Swiss, we are looking for a short. It's not set up. Euro NZD. There we go. That's a long. For the 5 minute. Here's the trade. Stay over here. It's a 20 pip stop loss. And the trade took us all the way over here. 30 pips. Okay. So hopefully the pound and ZD is set up. Yeah, it is set up. With the 5 minute. Here's your trade. This is a 30 pip stop loss. I mean, you may not want to take 30 pip stop. This is a break-even trade. When 30 pips that way, became a break-even trade. Pound NZD is not really working out. Probably because the daily is just starting out. Okay, and then NZD yen, the short. Okay, 5 minute. Here's the trade. 7 pips. NZD dollar, also a short. So the H1. It is set. So here's the trade. Also some pips. Not a very exciting week so far. All right, now we come to Friday. So let's look at Friday. That's today. And we're looking at 9 a.m. Back to the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is set to go short. Okay. Here's the short. Let's look at it that way. Here's the short. Look at the H1. And depending on where he took it, let's say it's a break even. Let's see where the Swiss yen. Swiss yen is a long, 5 minute. Trade is right there. With the H1. And this one finally gave you 17 pips. Okay. With the Euro Swissy. Euro Swiss. Euro Swiss, we're looking for a short. It's still setting up, so we should get a trade out of this. Here's the short. 10 pips. Yeah. Euro NZD. One. Going long. 5 minute. Need a fresh, which happens here. Goes for 20, 30 pips. Holding myself here. Okay. Let's see if the pound NZD finally set up. Pound NZD. We have to wait for it. Well, let's say we got patient enough to wait for it. And let's say move the yardstick to where it crossed, which happened there. And then you look at the 5 minute. We got a trade here. Let's mark it. And this is 6 o'clock in the morning. So let's say we don't come in till 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern. And that's 7 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. So somewhere, well, let's just take this trade. H1. This trade is still going 70 pips. So let's just say 70 pips. 0.0.0. NZDN. Back on 9 o'clock. NZDN, we're trying to get a short. Don't expect much out of it. And we don't get much. Go back to the H1. Look at the NZD dollar. Same thing. All right. So at the end of the day, we got -8. +8. Euro Swissy was a 1. This was 107. $70, 27 and 3. So we got 108, 178, 205, 208. So net for the week, $208 pips. Okay. Now, 208 pips translates to what? So let's see. Euro NZD, pound NZD. How much is the NZD pair worth? 6.35. So let's say we did only 6.35. So that's 208 times 6. Well, it will be slightly more than that, but that's $13,208 per single lot. That's what it translates to. $1,320, sorry. $1,320.8 per single lot. And if you're doing a $10,000 account, and you're doing let's say 0.1 of a lot, that's $132 on a $10,000 account. That's a little more than 1% for that week. You do 4 to 5% a month. And this week was not a very good week. But that's basically what the trades look like. Now, if I'm just chasing one pair, right? Here's what I would do. So Euro NZD is just starting out, for example, and it's a long trade. And I look at the 4 hour. And let's go to daily. Let's mark the 3, 4, 5. So right there is the Monday, right? And you look at the 4 hour and you say, okay, let's say my entry is up here. And my stop loss, once I get that trade, would be down here, right? So that's a 70 pip stop loss. Oh my God. $10,000 account, and I want to risk $1,000, right? So, and I have a 70 pip stop loss with a 6.35 dollar value. So 6.35 times 70 would make it $4,000. So it's a 0.25 lot. This is a quarter lot, single trade. And then at the end of the week, I'm up 330 pips. And that would be 330 times 6.35 times 0.25. $500. That's 5% for the week. Is that good enough? I trade a $200,000 account on a prop account. And so for me, a conservative lot size is 20, right? So if I do 20 lots and I get 330 pips, that's 330 times 20 is like 6,600. And then I get $6 off it, let's say 6.5. That's $40,000. Is it 40? Make sure. 330 times 20 times 6.35. Yeah, $42,000. So if I look at a pair and I say, okay, this is just setting up, and I don't really care about the spread because I'm taking a long-term trade for the week. That's the way I would trade it. So for example, I look at the daily, right? And my favorite pair is the pound dollar. So look at the pound dollar. And I say, okay, this week, all I get is a short here, right? So let's say at the end of the day, it's the short 4 hour, I need a fresh cross, which will be starting to cross over here. Then I go down to the 15. Wrap. 4 hour. Walk it down. 1 hour. 30-minute. And then 15. And say, okay, there's my entry. My entry is right here. Go back to the 4 hour and say, here's my stop right up here. So my stop is on my time frame that I'm following the trade. Okay. And I say, okay, this is a break-even trade. Then I come back over here, down to the 15. And my fresh cross is here. Where's my stop loss? Get a bit of stop loss out of it. And here's my trade. 75 pips. 75 pips, 20 lots, $15,000. And I get another trade over here. I mean, this is still, I'm still in the trade technically. But I can see that a higher low here would get me out over here. And 40 some pips. It's a bad week. If I look at the daily, it's really not opening up like I wanted to, right? So if I took it last week, for example, came in, it's wide open. It's not new, but it's wide open. And I look at the 4 hour there. And I say, okay, I either take it there or I just trail it up to here, just in case I'm asleep. Put my stop loss for now over here. And then on the European session, okay. I'm going to stop this on the 15-minute trade time frame. I can't go to the 15 minutes. What it is. All right. So on the 1 hour, it's right there. My entry is right there. And I don't have enough data to go back. And the 4 hour, my stop loss is right there. I follow this to the week, end of the week. And I get 140 pips, that's $56,000. I can always add on, right? And I'm basically going short every week. Short, 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 all the way down here. No longs, right? Now, when I get down here, look at the daily again. And the daily is kind of exhausted, right? But still looking for a short. And I don't get a short till all the way here. Look at the daily. Yeah. This is a long bar, so you have to be playing within the bar. And you look at the 15. And your entry is here. That's probably news. So that would make the stop loss over here. Look at the 4-hour. And here's my trade. 123 pips. So it's really up to you how you want to do the trading. That's what this is. That's the basic system. Okay. Now, there's one more thing you can do to refine your entries. And that would be for me to add a stochastic. So let's just go and add a stochastic to this. And there's no stochastic oscillator. And my settings are 532 on the linear weighted system, or I can even do it exponential. And that's my first. Then I take this, drag it on top of that, make it 1332, change the color to white. And a 63.2. And that's my long-term, medium-term, short-term setup. I'm basically looking for the green line and the white line to cross the 50 to time my entry. And I'm not doing an entry here, but I'm looking for a cycle down, which would be below the 80 on the white, right? Which happens on this bar. Starts to go down, right? And now I'm on the 15 and timing my entry. So my first entry is here, which is where we were. Okay, so that's just my add-on. And how long do I stay in the trade? If I look at the 4-hour, this is where I'm trading till the end of the week. And I come in the next week and I look at the daily, and I'm still looking for a short. So I'm looking for a short swing, which happened there. Now I'm on the 15. My first swing short is somewhere in here. Not ideal, but it's there. Look at the H4. Stop loss is up here. And I get my pips. 60 pips there. Again, another 60 there, 120, so that's the way I would trade it. So single pair, simple system. And that's the timing. And you're following the chart pattern then. Very simple. One last item that I add to this is what's called the MBFX snatcher. Which gives me the swing points. And that's basically a zigzag indicator in a readable form. So MBFX, there it is. And the inputs are the three, short, medium, long-term swings. And these are the colors. What I usually change the colors. Let's just change it for posterity's sake here. Put it on. So it's called. And this is a free indicator. You can always Google it. download it. Okay, so that's the snatcher, right? What does this do for you? Okay, so here's a daily. And this is your first indication that's going to start to go short, right? And you can see the stochastics at the peak. Here's your short. You go to the 4 hour. Now you know you're looking for a short. And it sets your expectations like that. Then you go down to the 15. And you're looking for a trade, which is right there. Okay. And let's say it's over here. It's the stop loss. Go back to the 4 hour. And this is a long swing, meaning the 3 ball is the longest swing on the price action. Here, you took an entry here, and you got out at the end of the week, which is here, 173 pips. You come in the next week and you say, okay, I'm still looking for a short. Here's my swing. That's the short-term swing, right? And starts to go down over here. You don't have to use it, but it's very helpful. Let's walk it down to the 15-minute. And as you can see, after this swing, the entry is over here. You can see it coincides over here. That's my entry. Stop loss is there. And I'm taking a 3 ball stop loss, but I'm trading the 4 hour. I mean, the yellow. I place my stop loss above the yellow balls on the 15-minute because I'm taking the higher time frame trade. And here's my trade. First trade, second trade, third trade for the week. Even on a crappy week, well, once you get the 3 ball here, you're not looking for this short. You're looking to go long, but the daily is not supporting it. So there's no trade at the end of the week. Okay. Hopefully that was helpful. This is basically the system in a nutshell on very basic indicators. You don't need any custom indicators from anybody. And you just get this wrapped around your head, especially with the filter, because you've targeted the pairs you want to look at, and that drove it down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 pairs. And you just keep an eye on those 7 pairs as to the setup on the 4 hour in the direction you want. And then based on that, you can either take a daily trade or you can do the weekly based depending on how the daily is shaping up. So if the daily is wide open, you can take a 4 hour trade. Okay, thank you. Have a good one. Bye.